Okay, so this is just a quick recording of this. It is 8:42 p.m. and it's on a Saturday, November 23rd. As you can see, what happened was I actually one of my videos I posted proof of the hacking. As you can see, this is the access log. Now, these IP addresses are not mine. I tried to change my IP, but unfortunately I can't, and it's locked in place. So none of these ones that you see here are mine. None of these IPs are mine. Not a single one. Not a single one of these. And as you can see, the VPN is not even on. So this was a lot of these times are changing around. So these are in different they're most likely using VPNs themselves. But you see, here's the deal about this. When I go to custom filter and then I look up under the address tab, you can see all the addresses listed under that one. So even if they have a VPN, I can still see their address. It's hidden in there, as you can see here, but it still gives me their actual IP address. So even if they use a VPN, it's not really doing them no much favors. Now, if I click on a different one that's underneath that one, I guarantee you we'll get similar ones again. Or it could be a very different one. But as you can see, the same thing. I go down a bit lower. Custom filter. I go down. You can see all the list of IPs listed underneath that under the address tab. I go a bit further down as far as the other. Now, as you can see, the X recorder, they've been trying to access that. And all of this. The YouTube, they've been trying to get access to that. What's been happening over the past few weeks is that I've been having hacking. There've been hacking attempts on my phone. Now, in this situation, you gotta understand there are hidden apps in the back of your phone that they install through the background, right? They do that, and sometimes these apps come already preloaded onto your phone, just not activated unless you are a targeted individual. And if you are a targeted individual, what they do is they activate these apps so that they can actually basically have permission to hijack your phone. This is coming from many different permissions as far as there's a screen over screen feature. There's a modify system settings feature for all of these apps. There's a access to storage, access to camera, access to contacts, access to location, and even now what all of these things do is it allows them to manipulate your phone. And what them have, you gotta understand, like as you can see, the Amazonas app right there, that's the one I was looking for. That one right there, that Amazonas.com, as I stated before, that is a web browser hijacker. If they use that, they can literally do anything they want with your browser. And they do this in the background. And they literally will just like keep loading stuff onto your IP. And with them having that access to your storage, what they can do, I'm telling you, like for your own safety, you need to protect yourself because they can literally set you up this way. This is why I don't use Google. This is why I do not use Bing. I use either DuckDuckGo or I use Tor. You want to use one or the other because these things do not use cookies. They do not save tabs or anything like that. So your personal information is protected. You don't have to worry about nobody getting a hold of that. But at the same time, like with that browser hijacker, usually, in my case, what happened was, in my situation, I believe that my family was forced to turn against me when it comes to this. And honestly, like I didn't realize just how bad this was, but it seems like the rumors are true. Like if you get in contact with people, whether it be family, friends, like if you get in contact with them, they also they're either forced or paid to turn against you. I have family who did not want to turn against me, and honestly, I truly am thankful for all the wonderful times that we had. But for their own safety, I'm keeping my distance from them for their own safety, because if I have no contact with them, then I believe there's no reason for them to even bother them, because they're not gonna. I mean, if they're doing anything, it's not gonna cause me to do anything, because I know that if I do that, then they're just going to keep doing that. So obviously I'm not taking that route. So I believe the best route is for me to not really bother with them. I know they just want you to be isolated, but I'm only doing this for their own protection. They don't know the amount of stuff that I know, and so I figured it would kind of help them out if I did tell them, but at the same time, I'm afraid it would just put them more at risk. But it's crazy because when you see these things for what they are, and you know the full scenario of this, you start seeing a whole bigger picture that you didn't see before. But I'm at 6 minutes now. Anyway, I just wanted to go over that. But yeah, as you see, they're still like using it. They're trying to go after my YouTube now, and this is how they try to hijack your YouTube account. So if you're wondering how that happens, this is exactly how they do it. The X recorder, they're trying to go after that too, so I won't be able to record. Now what they did was they used one of these hidden apps to fill my storage up. So every time I was trying to record a video, I couldn't, because it would just constantly give me the message saying storage filled, storage filled. I couldn't even switch over my storage to my SD card, because it's like either the feature for it was hidden, or it was just not possible because they were doing something. Since I started disabling some other stuff, I'm just gonna show you some of the stuff that I found hidden in my thing here. Going over to apps. You said 64, right? Now it's gonna load. As you see, these are all the apps that I have on my phone that I'm aware of. Seems nice, okay? Yeah, it seems nice. It seems a bit innocent, but guess what? Watch this. Show system. I scroll down. Android share library. That don't look like a usual app right there. What else? There's more to it than that. Because I'm about to show you some of the unusual things that I found on here. A lot of this stuff right here is very unusual looking, like that .com stuff. I'd never heard of an app with a .com logo like that. That download manager, I think that one's fine, but let's see, the external storage. Now that Facebook app thing right there, that's not normal. Even if every time you would factory restart your phone, those two would always show up, and a lot of people thought that those were like very odd. As you can see, I got both of them disabled. That's not the usual icon for Facebook. Now, fused location. Do I got that disabled? No. I can't even, I don't even think I can disable that. So basically, fused location is fusing my location with someone else's, so they can probably see. Now, see, GNSS air test. I don't even know what that is. But as you can see, it has the ability to modify system settings, so we're going to turn that off. That's another thing you want to keep an eye out for. Some of these hidden apps have the ability to modify your settings to their own classifications to allow them to hack into your phone. GPS location update. A lot of stuff like this. When I had my other phone before it got destroyed, when I had actually caught evidence of one of the perps, not just one, but multiple perps at the same time of what they were doing. And I ended up getting assaulted because they were trying to destroy the proof, but they really didn't. They thought they did, but they didn't. Input devices, that might be a regular one, I don't know. But I'm still gonna keep going down. Let's see. There's going to be some unusual ones coming up soon. That location EMF2 or EM2, that one's odd, and that one has a system setting that it should not have, so let's turn that off. Now, that's an app that I did not install, but yet it's under system setting. It's under system apps. There was a very unusual app that I found on here that that can actually it was like a it's a type of app that like forces a shutdown on your phone. Now there's my Norton, that's fine. The packs, all this stuff right here, these three are fine. Those are usual. Let's go down a bit more. Go down a bit more. Go down a bit more. There it is. Shutdown monitor. Now, why on earth would there be an app called Shutdown Monitor in system settings and I can't even disable it? And as you can see, all these apps, right, these three apps right here, the same, all of them, all three of them say the exact same thing: software update, software update, software update. But only one of them is the actual app, and the other one is the service client for it. You know, the actual built-in plug-in holder for it or whatever. And then the other one's just a copycat that's actually a manipulator. Now, the one that was causing my storage to fuck up earlier, and I really hope I don't get in trouble with YouTube when it comes, but I don't think no kids can find this thing, so whatever. Anyway, the one that was giving me trouble was the storage manager here. And this was the one that I found on my phone that actually was allowing them to fill up my storage. So if you see that, just all you got to do is just disable it. But as you can see, I can't uninstall it. Now, how did some of these other ones get on here, you may ask? Simple. You see, if you get a new, you got to be careful of which phone and manufacturers you sign up with. You got to be careful about that, and the reason why you got to be careful about that is because, well, they have government apps that are installed on these phones that actually are illegal, by the way, and for illegal use. But they do this, and it violates your privacy rights. You may think that your information is safe and not being seen by the unsuspecting. By these people who do this, but I honestly, you will be very wrong about that. I always wondered like why they were selling people's information and whatnot, and now I know why. It's because of targeted individuals. If a person becomes targeted, they want all the info and stuff that they can, and if they can't get anything that they can use against the person, they want to fabricate it. They either want to fabricate it or they want to hack into the person's device to paint a picture as to what they want other people to believe out of a desperate attempt to shut down someone who they feel is a threat. I hope this helps. I plan on giving a few more tips. I'm going to be posting up another vid in just a second after I end this one. These are just a lot of the stuff that I've been going through over the week. I wanted to post more, but like they just, for the past week and a half, they had my the hacking. It's very serious, and like it's you got to be careful when it comes to this. You got to be careful, but at the same time, you got to understand when they try to hack into your stuff, you can use that as an opportunity to reverse it and get into their things. Now, if you got the skills to do that, you can actually get the evidence off of their phone for everything that they've been doing. So they also run the risk of exposing themselves to hacking as they're trying to hack. This is MMTI Strategy Guide, over and out.